Hello. This analysis of the European Union's brand new AI office was developed under the scientific oversight of Professor Vihar Kiskinov, Doctor of Legal Science. We're about to dive into the structure, the power, and the purpose of the body that's now set to regulate some of the most advanced technology on Earth.
So let's kick things off with a huge question. Who polices the world's most powerful AI? As this technology gets woven deeper and deeper into our lives, this isn't some far-off theoretical problem anymore. It's a very real, very practical one. And the European Union? Well, they've just forged their answer.
To really get our heads around this new body, we're going to follow a clear roadmap. First, we'll define exactly what this new AI watchdog is. Then, we'll get into its core functions and its very real enforcement powers. After that, we'll see how it fits into the bigger European governance picture, and we'll wrap up by looking at why this single office could have such a massive impact on the world.
All right, let's start with the absolute basics. What exactly is this new entity that's right at the heart of the EU's landmark AI Act?
Okay, so the AI Office, which is established by Article 64 of the AI Act, is a central body. Its whole purpose, its entire reason for being, is to create one single unified hub of AI expertise and capability for the entire European Union. You can pretty much think of it as the central brain for the EU's entire AI strategy.
Now, here's a really useful way to think about it. To truly grasp its role, try to see the AI office not so much as a police force, but more like a central bank for the AI economy. See, its job isn't just to punish bad actors, but to ensure the stability, the health, and the trustworthy growth of the entire AI ecosystem.
Okay, so building on that idea, let's look at the office's specific mandate. What is it actually tasked with doing day in and day out?
It's actually fascinating to look at how this office even came to be. It started out as a pretty vague idea, basically a general mandate to just develop expertise. But as the lawmakers got into negotiations, its role started to get way more specific, way more action-oriented. The final version in the AI Act gives it a very clear operational role, focused on actually getting things done. This whole evolution shows a deliberate choice to make this a powerful, active body, not just some think tank. And when you look at its functions, they are incredibly broad. It's responsible for promoting AI literacy, so educating everyone from citizens to developers. It's meant to push research and innovation forward, provide technical guidance so companies can actually comply with the law, and it even develops the methods for testing and validating AI systems. On top of all that, it helps shape the EU's long-term AI strategy. It really does cover the whole shebang. And this brings us to a really crucial point, the office's authority. Because this isn't just a guidance body. It has real power, especially when it comes to the most advanced AI models out there.
And this right here is where its unique power becomes crystal clear. For what the Act calls general-purpose AI models, we're talking about the huge foundational systems like GPT-4 that can be used for a million different things. The AI Office has exclusive union-level authority. This centralization is key. It means for these powerful cross-border models, there's just one single rulemaker and one enforcer for all of Europe.
And the tools it has to enforce these rules? They're extensive. The office can demand all the technical documentation, how a model was trained, what data it used. It can go a step further and do its own evaluations, even asking for access to a model source code to do a really deep analysis. And if it finds a serious problem, it can force a company to fix the risk or, in the most extreme cases, pull the model from the European market altogether. Those powers are backed up by some serious financial penalties. Fines for not complying can go up to 35 million euros or a staggering 7% of a company's total worldwide annual turnover, whichever of those two is higher. So the main takeaway here, these rules have some very, very real teeth. But here's the thing, the AI office isn't operating in a vacuum. It wasn't designed to be some isolated tower. It's actually meant to be the hub of a much larger network, to make sure there's a balanced, collaborative approach to all of this.
So it sits right there in the center of this governance network, acting as the main connector. It's designed to bring together political input from all the EU member states, technical advice from independent scientists, and real-world feedback from society and industry.
Now, what's really interesting is how this network breaks down. The AI board is the political link, made up of representatives from every member state to make sure national concerns are heard. Then you have the scientific panel of independent experts, which acts as the technical conscience, giving impartial advice. And finally, there's the advisory forum, which brings in that crucial real-world input from everyone, from big tech and startups to civil society groups. This setup creates a really clear division of labor. The AI office focuses on that high-level, EU-wide expertise. It directly oversees the most powerful AI models and makes sure the rules are consistent across the whole block. Meanwhile, the national authorities in each country are the boots on the ground, handling enforcement and market surveillance for most of the other AI systems. It's a two-level system designed to be both consistent and effective locally.
So, let's pull all of this together. Why is the creation of this one centralized office so incredibly important for the future of AI?
Well, the critical point is the huge benefit of having this central model. It makes sure the AI Act is applied the same way across all 27 member states, so you avoid a confusing mess of different national rules. It creates a single point of contact for companies building these big, global AI models. This prevents the kind of regulatory chaos that can just kill innovation. And by pooling all that expertise in one place, it allows the EU to actually get a handle on the immense complexity of modern AI, all with the goal of building an AI ecosystem that's both globally competitive and fundamentally trustworthy.
And all of this leaves us with one final, very important question to consider. The EU has a track record of setting global standards in tech regulation. People often call it the Brussels effect. So as we watch the AI office start its work, the question isn't just about Europe. It's whether this model, a central expert body balanced by a collaborative network, will become the blueprint for how the rest of the world governs artificial intelligence. That's the critical question to watch. Thank you for joining me for this explainer.